today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I'm absolutely eager to watch him play in this game because here we are, Week 15. Not a lot of games left down the stretch. But will he get outside of himself trying to make huge plays in order to try and win an MVP? Because he's not in the #1 spot right now.
No, he's not. I think everyone consensus thinks that way. You hope he doesn't get outside of himself right now, though, because that could really get their offense out of sync. And it's been in sync most of this year. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And an Eagle first down.
They run again on first down. Cook. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Shy of midfield. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The pass. Complete.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 95 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with Cook. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
The pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Now he's forced out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
On for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down. It's Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
On second down, Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Bears nothing.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. 27-17, the final, a 10-point margin. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. 7 yards to pick up there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now back to throw.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
And 10.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
He was brought down.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Bears 3.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard at the 45-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been...
Under pressure, they got him again.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll look to throw again.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
3
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right at midfield. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
from the midfield stripe. They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40.
Gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Calling no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Here is Cook on third and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
That was a huge play on third down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The Bears on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And incomplete. It's second down and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the Bears' 12-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete here. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Holding offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
For the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs? This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score out.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Bears. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I have a few questions about that throw, because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Down the numbers. There he goes. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
3rd and 11.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Philadelphia, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.